Hey, this is Dr. Elizabeth Saunders Medlock with your life coaching tip of the week for the week of August 15th, 2011. This week I'm going to talk about the importance of tying up loose ends. What happens in your life when you have a lot of loose ends that you haven't tied up is it drains you of your energy. It's demotivating, it's de-energizing, and it really makes a situation where you lose focus on the future and lose focus on the present. So it's very important to tie up all the loose ends in your life, and I'm going to talk about the different ways or the different things you need to think about of where those loose ends might be and some ways to tie them up. So tying up loose ends means, one, with the past, letting go of your past, of thinking about things in the past that are bothering you, kind of coming to terms with you and letting go of all the past. Two, with friends and family, of being really clear and having honest, authentic conversations with your friends and family about what you expect of them, what's acceptable about their behavior. If there's things that are not acceptable, to go ahead and have those conversations with people so that you have the relationships you want to have. Those are loose ends. At your home, tying up loose ends means being really clear about how you want your home to be, the way you want to live, the way you want your home set up. It means decluttering, getting rid of the things you don't need, getting rid of the mess in your home. Those are all de-energizing loose ends. With projects, it means really getting on top of those projects, making a list of what you need to complete, and focusing on completing projects as soon as you can, because any project that's left unfinished is a loose end. And lastly, in work, is really focusing on what's a priority and doing the things that are essential to the success of your job. So those are the areas where you tend to have loose ends and to think about it. What you want to do when you tie up loose ends is what it does is it keeps you kind of tied to the past, because everything that's a loose end, whether it's a problem with a family member, whether it's something in the past that's bothering you, whether it's something at work that you haven't finished, it basically ties you to the past. And if you're tied to the past and your energy is in the past, it can't be in the present, and it can't be in the present moment, and it can't be looking toward the future. So that's what you really want to do, is get that energy back so that you can be focused in the present and be successful at moving toward the future that you want. So what you really need to do to tie up those loose ends are a few things. One, you need to go ahead and kind of plan for it. Make a plan to tie up the loose ends. Create it, write it down, make a strategy, set deadlines, set timelines, and say, okay, these are the things I need to do to tie up those two ends, and plan it, create it, and do it. Secondly, what you really need to do is let go of it. If it's something in the past that you're tied up energy with, is just kind of, whether it's apologizing to someone, whether it's someone cutting off someone from your life, really just letting go of it, ending a commitment, ending a relationship. All these things are about tying up loose ends. Even if you've put yourself into something, you can get back out of it. So if that something is draining your energy as a loose end and you no longer want to do it, you can always say, I no longer want to do this. So focus on that. And then the other thing is to really make sure that it doesn't happen again, so that you don't get to a place where you keep on creating all these unfinished business and all these loose ends. Is to kind of have a plan for your life and organize that your life so that you complete things, you take things to completion, that you do things the way you want it, your environment's the way you want it, your relationships are the way you want them, so you don't end up again in a situation where you have these loose ends to clean up. So those are some tips on tying up loose ends. They always say it's the little things in life that get you, not the big things. It's the mess of little things that kind of knock you down. That's pretty true. So take care of them. See you next week.